Okay. Alright, this video is actually going to be a review for 2 games just because I don't really have a whole lot to say to them and I haven't actually beaten either one of them. These are for the Xbox 360. I managed to get my hands on Devil May Cry HD Collection. And I've got a lot of friends that like the game series. So when I found it for $5, I decided to give it a shot, not knowing that, of course, because it's $5, I maybe should have considered why exactly it was $5. This is obviously a remake. They were originally for the PS2 systems, if I'm correct. If not, I'm sorry. And I started playing this, and I'm sorry to say that it's not very hard to play this game. It's actually pretty easy. The problem that I was finding with the game is that the camera angle is absolutely horrid. Like, you would be in the middle of a fight and then all of a sudden your camera's way off where it shouldn't be and you can't even see your character. So I didn't finish the game. I was getting fed up with the graphics. But if you... I have a feeling that the later games in here is actually pretty better. The plot sounded pretty entertaining, to be honest. So I guess if you can get past the camera angle, I'm sure this game would be great, but I'm not necessarily going to recommend this to other people. The other Xbox 360 game that I was super excited to get my hands on and even reserved a copy for is Star Trek. And one of the reasons I was excited for it was because the actors who play Spock and Kirk and Scotty and Chekhov, they're all voice acting in this video game. So that was another reason I was really excited. I think they didn't give it enough time as they should have in developing it because, and I did get pretty far in this game, but there's a lot of very obvious glitches in this game. You play with Kirk and Spock at the same time, so you're either playing as Kirk or you're playing as Spock. You can switch either one at any time. But depending on whoever it is, the other character is then going to be doing obstacle courses, essentially. I love Spock, so I tend to play as Spock. There was one scene where they were trying to get into another room, and I had to figure out how to get into that other room because obviously the doors were jammed shut. Well, it made it very obvious how I had to get into the other room because you could see Kirk, your character Kirk, is over in a corner, but then you see the outline of another Kirk crouching down right next to you. So then you just walk over to where the crouching Kirk is, and then boom, all of a sudden the sequence hits and it starts up, and there was just a lot of things like that, and it's like, I was disappointed. It's entertaining to play. I was again playing this on normal mode. There was one battle though that I was doing that I just could not beat, so I did switch it to easy mode for that battle, but even then I was having trouble with it, so it will definitely give you a challenge. And if you can get past all of the glitches, this is definitely a game worth trying. And if you're a Star Trek fan, I would recommend this game simply because all the other Star Trek games is basically you're a ship. And for once, you're not a ship, you're playing characters. But other than that, there you go. I'll cut this one short because those are the only Xbox games I have to review.